Hello, welcome to this video. So we are going to solve this 2025 paper 2 question 1 on probability. So this was 1B. So it says a boy uses two different buses to go to school. On a particular day, the probability that the first bus is late is 0.2 and the probability that the second bus is not late is 0.7. Find the probability that on this day, 1, both buses are late, 2 marks, then 2, only one bus is late. So let's go to the solutions for this question. So how do we solve this question exactly? So let's call the first bus B1. So let's assume the probability that this bus is late. Let's say probability that the bus is late is going to be 0.2 and the probability that the bus is not late P, let's put not late, so we are going to say Pn is going to be 1 minus 0.2, so which will give us 0.8. This is for B1, the first bus. Then the second bus, we're going to say B2. So the probability that this bus is late is going to be, so we are given that this bus here, for the probability that it is not late is 0.7. Probability not late is going to be 0.7. Now what about the probability of it being late? So probability of being late is going to be 1 minus 0. I meant this is 0.7 here, the probability of not being late. So the probability of being late will be 1 minus 0.7. So 1 minus 0.7 you have 0.3. So what you need to know that probability always equal to 1. The total of probabilities, possible outcomes, they have to equal to 1. Then let's answer the first one now. The probability that both buses are late. So the probability that both buses are late is going to be bus 1 late times B2 late also. So what are the probabilities? So we have bus 1 0.2 times bus 2, which is 0.3 for them being late. So when you 0.2 times 0.3, we're going to have 0.06. So that's the answer for both buses being late. Now let's go to the second one. 2. So only one bus should be late. So let's say the first bus was late. So if the first bus was late, we're going to say, so the probability only one is late. So we're going to, one bus should be late, the other one should not be late, just like that. So that's, since we have two buses, let's say bus 1 was late, so we're going to say bus 1, if bus 1 was late, the probability of it being late is 0.2 times, what's the probability of the second bus not being late? So for the bus not being late, for the second bus is 0.7, then you close, then you say plus. So since here the first bus was late, now here the second bus should be late. So we're going to get 0.8 for the first one not being late, then times the second one now has to be late, which is 0.3. Then 0.2 times 0.7, we're going to have 0.8 That is 0. What does it give us? 0.2 times 0.7. It will give you 0.14. Then plus, so this one gives 0.24. So 8 times 3 will give you 24. So when you add this, you're going to have 0.38. So these were the answers for this question for 2025. This was 2025 paper 2 mathematics. This was the internal exams. Yes, so these were internal exams. So this is how you solve probability questions. I hope you have understood how to answer such questions on probability.